Judy and I, because Rusty worked with us for so many years, and you got many stories about him. He liked, I mean, you know, he was one of the most compassionate people I've ever met. He never said a bad thing about anybody. Never. Rusty Jones never said anything bad about anybody. If you say the guy's having a bad, plays like shit, Rusty would say, no, he's just having a bad day. Tomorrow will be better, you know. And I mean, Rusty was, if anybody knew him or anybody had ever him or seen, he was kind of a large guy, you know. I think it was one of his problems, his weight and stuff. He was like the proverbial bull in a china shop. Perfectly, you know. Judy dropped sticks all over the place, right? He'd be playing, sticks would be going flying and everything. You know. I gave him a Christmas present one time. I screwed two cabinet handles on a pair of drumsticks, and I gave it to him. I said, "Here, man." We were working at me, Rusty, and Nick Schneider, who's Nick's birthday today, by the way, and we were working at Ritz-Carlton, Chicago, and Rusty had just taken karate lessons, right? So he goes out by the, if you've ever been to the Ritz in Chicago, there's a big fountain in the thing. Well, he's over there practicing his kicks. He fell down and just misplaced his hand, and you know. But and Rusty was like, you know, it was like we were working at Alfie's in Chicago, and there was this girl. Well, there was this girl that came in and wanted to meet Rusty, right? So we're talking. Me and Jones, we're talking. And this girl came up. I said, "Rusty, this girl wants to meet you." He said, "Where?" And he knocked her right on her ass. Well, she didn't want to meet him then anymore. But that was, I mean, that's Rusty. That was Rusty Jones, and I think about him every day. And you know, I've got a couple of. By the way, I do have a couple of things that. Do you have anything on video that you guys did?
Just briefly, you got something.
I've got a couple of things. I'll make a DVD out of it. You know, because you got to see him, you got to listen to him, and you got to do it. He liked this particular song, and the Colliers like this too. We recorded it. This is the old standard. It Had to Be You.
It was written by Rusty's uncle.
Oh, written by Rusty's uncle, by the way. Isham Jones was, Rusty Jones's name was Isham, and he was named after his great uncle, Isham, who was the great band leader in the 20s, who wrote It Had to Be You, who wrote I'll See You in My Dreams, who wrote There Is No Greater Love, who wrote, you know, On the Alamo. So he was from a lineage that was pretty good. And so this is for Rusty, and let's do it. F. See? Yeah. It had to be you. It had to be you. Wait a minute. If you ever listen to Bobby Darin sing this song, and Bobby Darin was a good friend of mine also, by the way, but I don't want to just throw out names that I may as well just throw out. But what the hell, if you're going to throw out a name, Bobby Darin's pretty good. And who's going to say you didn't know him? You can't check with him, he's dead. And I do have, you know, an endorsement on my very first album that he got for me, which is on Capitol Records. Not too good, but it's okay.
That's great.
And Bobby sang "It Had to Be You," but he never said it had to be you. He said it had to be. It had to be you. It had to be you. It had to be. It's just like Gene Archer when he sings "Santa Claus is coming to town." Oh, here comes Santa Claus, right? Here comes Santa Claus. Here comes Santa Claus. Here comes Santa Claus. That's Gene Archer. Well, everybody's got their little things. Okay, let's do this. It had to be you. It had to be you. I wandered around, finally found somebody who just to be sad thinking of you. Some others I have seen might never be me, never be cross, try to be boss, but they wouldn't do. For nobody else came you through. With all your faults, well, I love you still. It had to be you. This from my friend Bob Bernard. Sing it with me. You beat the head it. You beat the head it. Around wandered I, found finally and who somebody loved. True be me make good. Don't you know the words? Blue be me make good. Sad be even end. But be just you are thinking. Seeing I with a song. Mean be never might. Cross be never might. Boss be the try or who wouldn't they but? Else nobody for. Thrill of me gave. Faults you're wrong with, still you love I. You beat the head in. You wonderful. They don't know the words. We Some others I've seen I with the sun. Might never be mean be never might. Might never be cross, try to be boss, do wouldn't they but? For nobody else, thrill of me gay. With all your faults, still you love I. You beat the head in, you wonderful. You beat the head in.